Good day, everyone. Today we are going to continue Lesson 1 with our topics Standards per Grade Level and Domains in MTB MLE. Let us start. Let us first start with the Key Stage Standard. This is the Key Stage Standard that is presented here for the finishers of the MTB MLE program. And what do you think is the grade where MTB MLE program is finished? This is the grade 3. This is the overall standard of a finisher of the MTB MLE program. They should have enjoyed communicating in their first language, read first language text, and create their own stories and texts. Now let us start with the kindergarten. The focus of this stage is phonemic awareness, alphabet knowledge, sound letter correspondences, decoding, vocabulary, and comprehension. Of course, the emphasis is also really focused on them enjoying and listening to every activity and responding to the activities and the variety of text in their mother tongue. After having the awareness of phonemes, their awareness in the alphabet knowledge, and the sound and text correspondence, they begin to move to simple words and communicate verbally and non-verbally. And as they do this, they should be able to understand the spoken language and some basic vocabulary and language structures, as well as the reading process and the writing system, in which they would be able to appreciate their culture in the process. In the grade 2, the focus is also in the communication skills, but here we focus on variety of topics, not only the familiar topics, as it was stated in the grade 1. From words, we become to phrases and sentences. They also speak the language in simple and complex, and understands vocabulary, and in the process, develop their reading and writing through short literary and informational texts. Now, in the grade 3, the communication skills should be leveled up as they should have an expanding vocabulary and should be able to speak in phrases and understand spoken language too. Now, in different contexts, there's also this language structure and vocabulary as part of the language. And again, like in the grade 2, they read and write literary and informational texts. What then can we say about the standards per grade level? We can say that the standards per grade level increases in complexity as the level also increases, as well as it expands in such a way that it does not only focus in one way but also makes the student understand that there are a variety of contexts and culture to be considered to understand spoken language, reading materials, and the like. And now we proceed to our next topic, domains in MTB MLE. What is the difference between the standards per grade level and the domains in MTB MLE? Well, the standards per grade level tells us the standards, the experiences, the skills that should be attained by the students per level. Now, these standards and skills, these experiences are determined through the domains in MTB MLE, which helps us understand where are these standards grounded. For us to delve into, let's proceed to the next slide. Here are the 16 domains in MTB MLE, and we are going to be tackling the included domains per grade level and how these domains affect how the teacher runs or teaches MTB MLE per lesson. The MTB MLE is taught for 4 quarters in a school year, and there are 10 lessons more or less in a quarter, and each lesson lasts for a week, and a lesson has a theme. And with the theme, the domains are distributed in the week, and there are 1 to 2 domains catered per day, and 60 minutes is the duration of the MTB MLE subject per day. And these domains are presented to the learners in a way of activities. Here's a sample matrix for grade 1. You can look it up in your curriculum guide. It is on page 11. Here we can see the grade level standard present, the one we discussed in the previous lesson. And these are the domains of the grade 1. And if you are wondering why there is not a complete set of domains just like the one I presented a while ago, it is because we remind ourselves that the domains are also in accordance with the grade level standard. This means the priority of the grade level. Let's go through the sample matrix set by set. First, again, we have here the grade level standard, and we have the oral language, focusing on the skills to communicate in different contexts, the phonological skills, sounds and syllables, and the book and print knowledge, the basic features of a book and how print works. Before they begin reading, this must first be introduced to them, especially that they're beginner readers. Next, we have the phonics and word recognition domain, which focuses on the alphabet and decoding to read, write, and spell words correctly. We also have the fluency, in which we have here the sufficient accuracy, the speed and expression to support the comprehension that they are reading. And composing, we have here the ability to formulate ideas into sentences or longer texts. Here we have grammar awareness, which focuses on this use of grammar when speaking and or writing. And we also have vocabulary and concept development, in which there's also the need for the use of vocabulary and concepts on the grade level for grade 1 in oral and written form. And the listening comprehension, the way they comprehend what they have listened. And some of these are narrative and informational texts. Lastly, we have the reading comprehension. It focuses on the grade level narrative and informational text and how they understand this with reading this, by reading this. And there is also the attitude towards reading. They should have positive attitudes towards language, literacy, and literature. And the study skills, they should also have the basic knowledge and skills to listen, read, and write. So again, I present to you the domains that is catered by grade 1. And you can look it up on page 11. For grade 2, you can look it up on page 83. And for grade 3, you can look it up on page 132 in your curriculum guide for the MTB MLE subject. Also, in what I have mentioned a while ago, the domains are distributed within the week and the lesson lasts for a week. So we have here an example. For the first quarter of grade 1 in MTB MLE subject, there is this column, quarter per week or theme. We have quarter 1, week 1, and the theme is My Family and I, likes and dislikes, genre and poem. The oral language here, we have the learning competency, the book and print knowledge, fluency, grammar awareness, vocabulary and concept development, and the attitude towards reading. And if you may ask, why are not all the domains being catered in a week? This is because it should be in accordance with the theme, and of course, it's just the first quarter and the first week of grade 1 as beginner readers, and we should not bombard them with everything that needs to be learned all at once. Because as teachers, we must also be smart in targeting our specific objectives to have a meaningful and purposeful learning with the students.